my shoes on
You can't use the word benevolence. It's a good thing. It means something good.
They have something on their conscience.
I'm getting sort of like a Carrie looks French sort of idea. You might want to look into that. Does he look a country we don't like?
So what's your name?
Eugene Ailes.
What do you do?
I am the head of the SCCO, which is the Student Citizens for Change organization. Right now we're working with a candidate for an upcoming student election.
I dug up some dirt about him that he had a curfew ticket in high school, which means he was out past midnight, which to me says a number of things. He's a drunk.
Let's get into that.
Chemical dependence is one. Anybody out past midnight is clearly involved in the use of chemicals.
Let's just go ahead and call that drug addiction.
Yes.
Compelling.
I heard he wants to promote diversity. Maybe he's a Muslim.
I've heard he's a pagan.
Muslim. He could be a pagan Muslim.
Pagan Muslim racist.
So let's just. I'm going to create sort of a subsection here, and we're going to go with pagan / Muslim. When I was 7 years old, I witnessed a remarkable moment in politics where George H.W. Bush was running for office, and his team exposed a real weakness in Michael Dukakis's leadership with the Willie Horton ad, and I felt like that was a great service to the American people. I remember being empowered by this ad and thinking, that's what politics is all about, right?
So what do you hope to get out of this professionally? What kind of career do you want to go into?
Well, I'd like to do this professionally. I love to do this. I love to find out the truth about people.
So do you have any prospects on the horizon for being able to continue to do this kind of thing?
I have a couple of interviews coming up with various PR firms, and I think my record speaks for itself.
Wasn't it back in like the 1950s or 60s that they started doing that? Like politicians started attacking each other. Like before, it was completely friendly. Like I think you don't have to bring the other person down. Just prove your point.
Do you think attack ads would like persuade you to vote one way or another?
It would persuade me more not to vote for that person.
Absolutely, it mobilizes voters. There's studies have been done ever since actually the mid-90s, confirming that these kind of ads, they actually stimulate and mobilize voters. I mean, in essence, we're stimulating democracy by making these ads.
Did he go to high school? Do we know that for sure?
He had cheated. He's a cheater.
He's a cheater.
He cheated on SAT. He cheated in high school. He didn't go to high school.
I mean, if he didn't go
obviously,
to high school,
he can't lead.
This guy was a Muslim buying flip-flops from France. I mean, he wasn't going to high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Wasn't he on the high school football team?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
All right. I didn't think that went through. You're right.
Now the team is sort of out finding, sort of taking their leads.
Okay, I was in the library the other day. I saw Kennedy reading Faulkner.
Faulkner?
Do we know what book he was reading? Because there's some implications in the themes of that book, and maybe we can pull some out of that.
Was it Sound and the Fury?
Had the corn cob rape, because I'm pretty sure it was that one.
I think it was that one. Soft on corn cob rape.
Yeah.
Kevin Kennedy.
Here, let's hold on. Let's take this a second. So
Does corn cob rape have a hyphen?
let's set up a slippery slope scenario here.
I like it.
So if Kennedy's elected,
Yes.
could we then say sooner or later we'll all be raped by corn cobs?
I think so.
Did anybody stop to consider that Kevin Kennedy supports more funding for campus clubs and organizations? But what kind of organizations does Kevin Kennedy support?
Wasn't there a Chinese student club?
Communists.
If you only have one child, you gotta get sterilized.
So he supports sterilization. Communist sterilization.
Abortion club.
Yes.
People don't support abortion except in cases of rape and incest. So if he were a rapist, incestuous rapist, he would of course support abortion.
Okay, so what I'm thinking for this one is to punctuate it, you would say something like, what's wrong, Mr. Kennedy? Don't you like freedom, or...
What's wrong, Mr. Kennedy? I like that.
Wait, here, what's wrong, Mr. Kennedy? Not enough children of your own to rape?
All right. Let me read back to you what I have. What's wrong, Mr. Kennedy? Not enough children of your own to rape?
Yeah, we're going with that one.
So did you, have a good weekend?
Can we just keep our minds on this for right now? That would be great.
You know, you really hurt me sometimes.
I got it.
In fact, it's bad.
He has diabetes.
Whoa.
No, we're not pushing our point of view at all. We're just informing voters. We're just giving them information to go to the polls with. I mean, if anything, we're not trying to convince anyone anything. Mr. Kennedy, are you catching up on your corncob rape reading?
What?
Still not convinced Kevin Kennedy would make a bad leader? Consider this. Kevin Kennedy is currently being investigated for corn cob rape. Don't be another victim. Tell Kevin Kennedy to put down the corn cob.
The SECO is responsible for the content of this advertisement. Some allegations may be fabricated.